Hello, hello. Good evening, good morning. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We're live. Today we'll talk about advertorials. So if you're already in e-commerce, spending money on ads, and you're not sending that traffic in, you're not spending money on sending traffic to advertorials. Well, I mean, too good for me, too bad for you. you're not maximizing the conversion rates. You're not maximizing the average order value. You're not maximizing the results that you're getting. So today, I'll try to fix it. I'll share with you the structure for $100 million advertorials, something that you can copy into your business. If you're already advertising and you want to make more money from the traffic that you're getting right now, this will help you. This will help you a lot. So will be tremendously valuable session. I'll share with you. I'll share my screen, so it will be on screen. It will be presentation. If you want the whole presentation, just DM me Lander, and I'll send it over to you. The whole presentation with examples, with breakdowns, like literally everything you need to make more money with your e-commerce business. If you are like low profit margins, ads fluctuate, high CPMs, like if any of those things are happening to you, then too bad, right? Too bad. But there is a solution. The good thing is there is a solution, and I'll be sharing my experience. I've been doing advertorials since 2018, and I've made a bit of money with advertorials, like over $100 million like in sales. And we'll be sharing with you what is working right now with advertorials. I'll share with you some examples, something that you can model, replicate for your brand. So I'm super excited for this session. Before we get started, first of all, this is someone mentioned if this is AI. This is not AI. Like if you can make AI do this, right, and do this and do this, right, then you have a good AI. I don't have that AI, so I'm live here with you. So you can also drop your questions as we go through this process. Just drop your questions in the chat so I can answer your questions. Maybe I can do some reviews if you want to shoot your product page, landing page, advertorial, so I can give you some feedback as well. Do a flip. I can do a flip, unfortunately. I'm not that athletic yet. I'm working on that. So, but yeah, will be a lot of good stuff. Super excited to have this to have this call and share, because I think a lot of people are struggling with conversion rates, and they're like the ads cannot scale, and they're like, it's like, is my product too saturated? No, your product is not too saturated. It's just like you're not advertising it properly, and you're not using advertorials. So that's what we'll be fixing today. That's my objective for today. And here in the chat, please let me know any questions as we go throughout this process. You have some questions that you wanna ask, you wanna get some feedback, like anything that I can help you with. Like this is the objective for this call, to help you dial in the advertorials and make it an amazing, profitable acquisition channel for your business. So I'll start sharing my screen in here. Let me know if you can see my screen. Should appear somewhere like in the middle, like that. Try to move things around. All right, that should be good. All right, let me know if you can see my screen. And by the way, just DM me Lander, so I can send you this whole document. I'll send you this document. I'll send you some examples. I'll send you some swipe files. I'll just share with you so much good stuff, so you can dial that stuff in for your business. And yeah, there's like literally 100 advertorials and landing pages to swipe from in this document that I'll share with you. Just DM me Lander on Instagram. And if you're not connected with me on Instagram, my Instagram is Alex Fedotov, 3F at the end. 3F at the end. I'll just type it here. So connect with me on Instagram. I drop a lot of good stuff. It's not good. Let me see. A lot of good stuff that I'm dropping on Instagram. This is my Instagram. DM me on Instagram, DM me Lander, and I'll send it over to you. This whole document and many, many other things. All right, let's get into it. So step number one, right? So step number one was cracking advertorials for your business, so you can increase your average order value, your conversion rate, your profitability, without needing to hire an expensive A-list copywriter. Copywriters are expensive. So if you don't want to hire very expensive copywriter from day one. Maybe you're only doing like 20, 30, 50, $100,000 a month, and you don't have like $10,000 per month to pay for expensive copywriter. Here's what you should do. Number one, you should reverse engineer, right? Especially if you're in low budget. Don't reinvent the wheel. Like, don't think like you're smarter than, other people who have done this for like many, many years. Just like model, right? So you don't want to be like taking too much risk. So go into the market, see what's working, and make it even better for yourself by coming up with new angles and providing the market with a fresh presentation. I'll show you exactly how to do that, how to find these new angles. And there's a few different ways to find high converting advertorials. So number one is you can use this amazing tool, which is called Get Hooked. Get Hooked will allow you to pretty much like get all of the inspiration you need. So I'll show you how it would look like from the inside. You have here inside of the Get Hooked, you have like 5 million ads from different brands. Like you have 5 million ads from different brands. You have brands that are using advertorials, brands that are using VSLs. Like you have all of the brands that you would ever need in order to crack it for yourself, right? So you want to find great examples of advertorials that are already working right now. And from there, you would model those, right? So another great tool that you could use for that is called Anstrax. This is like a kind of like a spy tool. I personally like Get Hooked a lot. This is like what we're using in our business. Like this is the best tool you can find, because here you can find if I want to spy on a brand, I can even like spy on a specific brand, and I can spy on all of the ads that they have, right? So whenever they introduce like they're introducing like new ads, I can see all of those ads. I can see all of their new advertorials. I can see everything that I need in order to see what's working. Another way to find advertorials, if you just go to the website called weather.com, I think CNN also has this. Like if you go to the bottom of the website, you have here health news for you, right? So if you click on any of these links, on the bottom of the website, you'll probably go to some very cool advertorial, just like that. I found a great advertorial here. So this one actually has a video. So this one is a little bit more complex. You can start with the ones that only have text. So this way it's easier for you to put together. You have all of these ones here, right? So let me see here. Boom, right? You have the advertorial, like pre-selling a specific product. The beauty of advertorials is that instead of driving traffic to the product page where people instantly can see the price for your product, with advertorials, they don't see the price for the product. So you hype it up first. You hype up your product, you educate customers on why they're having the problem in the first place, and only after that people would be able to see the price of your product, the kind of the different packages that you offer. But this would allow you to, another one here, right? 5 reasons why this mouse tape will unlock your peak performance. There you go, right? So that's like nice pre-lender here. They even have all of the packages on the main page, so everything's kind of like combined into one page. There's many different formats that you could use. You can just go through all of these options and decide, okay, so I want to test first the format that is like, let's say, just text, right? Like only like 5 reasons why. 5 reasons why this for example, this specific product is so good, why everyone is so excited about this product. And so this is a different format. You can see here, this one has VSL embedded right into the page. I prefer to start with just text. Text is a lot easier to put together. Another one here, the one that I showed you before. Another one here. So all of these are different formats of advertorials. They're kind of like pre-selling you on a specific product, on a specific service, and only after they pre-sold you, you're redirected to the main product page, to the order form where you can buy the product. So that's the beauty of advertorial. And we'll go deep into the structure of advertorials. throughout this presentation. By the way, don't forget, you just go on Instagram, DM me Lander, and I'll send you this presentation. I'll send you some other good stuff. I'll send you like literally everything you need to crack advertorials. But the key is to find the validated advertorial, because whether it's selling an on-demand product, driving a lot of traffic, like having a lot of reviews, you want to find something that already has momentum. You don't want to be like selling something that like doesn't have a lot of traffic. Like for example, this one here, 6 reasons why millions are switching to Ridge Wallet. You have 6 different reasons. You have options to buy, and you have shop now, and only after that you're redirected to the product page. This is where most people will drive their traffic. They would just drive traffic to the product page like this, and like, oh, it doesn't convert. Like, why it's converting at like 1%? The reason it's converting at 1% is because when people land on this page, they see instantly they see the price for the product. They're not super excited about it. But if they land on this page, they're like, oh wow, this is patented and slim design. It's also perfect front pocket fit. It's also 30 colors. It's also smart wallet options. It's also like guarantee. It's also RFID blocking, right? So all of the different reasons to buy the product, all of the reviews, 99-day free trial, guaranteed for life, and only after that. So the price is not even visible here. You'll only see the price when you're clicking through this page. This is the beauty of advertorials, and this what will help you to increase your conversion rates dramatically. Like literally will change the whole profitability of your business, will help you to spend more money on ads, and that will like change the dynamics of your business. Another one here, right? Superfoods, this brand is spending a lot of money on ads. They have this pre-sale here. So heal your body and mind, pre-selling, and only here on the bottom. It's kind of like a mixed structure. It's kind of like hybrid here, where you see the price on the first page. Ideally, like I like to have price on the second page, right? So it's like pre-selling and then getting people to the second page. And then on the second page, people can see the price and they can buy the product. This one is hybrid, but you can test this format as well. So the key is to identify like the brands that are actively spending a lot of money on ads. Like that's the key. Like if we're looking at like Rice Superfoods, I'm using this Chrome extension called Similar Web. Okay, so there's like 4, they're a bit downtrend right now, but like they would do like millions of visitors per month, right? So now I know that this is someone who's even worse modeling. Don't model like this, like ugly drop shipping website. Don't model like, people that are not even spending a lot of money on ads. Model someone who's absolutely destroying it. Another one here. I think this one we already reviewed. 5 reasons why mouse tape. Boom. You go on the bottom. Also hybrid format, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. And so you choose a package, right? Always bundle your products. Always let people buy more than one product. That will help you to increase your average order value. That will help you to make more money from every customer that you get. And you can see the process is the same. Found this advertorial on weather.com. It has lots of website visits and reviews. So it's proven to work and something that I can take inspiration from. You don't want to model advertorial with super low traffic, right? So if we're looking at this one here, again, my good friend is like, if I go here and if I go into Similar Web, all right, so they're generating hundreds of thousands of visitors per month, right? So now this is something that's worth modeling. So that's step number 1. Step number 1 is to basically build like a swipe file for yourself. And if you're using tool like Get Hooked, like you can build your own swipe file, like right inside of the tool. Like, so this is swipe file. I have all of my best ads that I have saved. Like I have 73,000 ads. 73,000 ads that I have saved, because all of these ads, at this point we'll look into them. Like some of them are already like recreating, modeling, and learning from. And you can see here I have some great ads here, right? So I have 73,000 ads, right? If you don't have if you're not buying and looking what's working right now in your space, then you're pretty much behind, right? Because there are other people that are innovating, that are doing something differently. And if you're just sticking to standard things that you have done 2-3 years ago, you simply won't be able to scale. You have to innovate. You have to constantly look at something that's working right now for other people. 5 reasons to buy. Why these hearing aids help you hear more clearly. 5 reasons. 5 limited time offer. And then it goes to the page where you actually choose the product. So if I want to choose, I want to get this product or I want to get this product, I can choose here. But it's redirecting, kind of like pre-selling here, and also giving people an offer, get 25% off, right? So this one here, it's a problem-solving angle. So these hearing aids will help your hearing problem. There's other angles that could potentially work here, like saving money, the most affordable hearing aids of 2024 that are higher quality than anything you've seen before, saving time, how these hearing aids are helping men and women aged 47 to 83 increase their hearing abilities in as little as 7 days. Another one here, novel hearing aids are the most incredible invention of 2024, right? So once you have the format that's working for you, you can also experiment with other formats. So these here, just like different angles for the same product. The product is the same, just how you sell that product is different. Because like some people will appeal, oh, I want to save money. Or some people want to save time. Some people, oh, this is something innovative, like people who, like the latest tech, right? Or something that's like new to the market. There's different people that will buy for different reasons, and you want to appeal to all of those segments of potential customers. Another one here, another one. 8 anti-aging supplements you don't want to take. Now, this one is not perfect, kind of like advertorial structure, because it has like lots of stuff here on top. So it's not ideal, but it's kind of like pre-selling the product as well. Testosterone booster. And then it has link here. Now, this one is probably not the best one to model. I just want to show you like different formats or how it can be done. And from there, it goes to the product page. It doesn't go to the product page right away. It goes to the advertorial first. And then it goes to the product page where you actually see the price. So now this one is combined problem solving and also throwing stones at the competitors, where the headline is going to debunk why its competitor solutions are ineffective. Like if you're competing with other people, and probably like you are competing with other people, like every day you are competing with other people to win auctions on Facebook, to get sales, like you have to discredit why other solutions are not working. So other angles that could be tested here: controversial plus testimonial, how this 47-year-old mother reversed her aging process by ignoring the traditional advice on how to look younger. Different audience and social proof: 5 reasons why over 9,824 men are switching to this new anti-aging supplement. People like stuff that's new, that's shiny, that's like new to the market, that has never seen before. And why 99% of current solutions to anti-aging are bogus, right? So you kind of like, again, you discredit other solutions. You have to discredit other solutions that people have tried before, because like why people would buy anything new? Like if the stuff that I'm using right now is working, what's the point of switching to something new? So you have to discredit all of the other solutions, and you have to position your product as something new, different, that will actually get them the result that they need. Credibility angle: this Harvard doctor, I mean, you have to have a Harvard doctor, right? Like, so this is just an example. This is not like, don't use it like as is. This Harvard doctor reveals the #1 anti-aging loophole that can help you look up to 15 years younger in as little as 7 days, right? So many claims here. Just be careful with policy and make sure that you actually have Harvard doctor on your side, right? Don't just use because like, oh, Alex said like you can use Harvard doctor. Like, no, don't do that. Actually, if your brand is a stage where you can get the Harvard doctor to vouch for your product, that's phenomenal. But this is just an example of how it can be done. So, I mean, the main thing like throughout this is that products don't get saturated. So if you think about like anti-aging product, anti-aging has been around for a long time. People want to slow down the aging. People want to look younger. People want to look more beautiful, more confident. So products don't get saturated. People say, oh, my product is saturated. Like there's so many people selling product. is because you're not utilizing new angles. You're not innovating. So if you start on this journey of like swiping and learning and modeling the most successful advertisers, you'll find other angles that you can use to sell your product. And this explains why people, enter saturated market and make over $100 million without any previous knowledge about the industry, because they just advertise the products in a different way. Even if you think about like Tesla, right, as a car. I mean, garbage car, but Tesla is like, it's not nothing new, right? It's just like, I mean, car is a car. Like it gets you from point A to point B, but kind of like how it's advertised, and it's like, and it looks cool and it looks modern, and there's like a person behind it, which is Elon Musk, right? So there's multiple kind of angles that help them to move so many cars, and so, but the car as is a saturated product. So if you start thinking about this like in a way where it's not about your product. Your product is a commodity. Everyone can go to China. Everyone can contact manufacturers, can manufacture products. This is a commodity. But what's not commodity is innovative advertisers who can innovate, who can bring some ideas, who can sell the same products in a different way. And that's how you can make a lot of money. So changing your angle, like if you change your angle, can help you to decrease costs, increase average order value, conversion rate, and completely change your business. By the way, don't forget to DM me Lander. So I'll send you my free resource on 100 advertorials and landing pages to swipe from. Like I have a tremendous resources. I have tutorials. I have SOPs. I have cheat sheets. I have so many things that I'll send your way if you DM me Lander to help you crack this. Because once you crack it, you're like, it's like, how was even like running my business before? Like how I was able to stay in business? Like, and you just have total paradigm shift. I had this paradigm shift back in 2018 when I first discovered advertorials, when like everyone else was driving traffic to the product pages. And I saw that affiliates, which are the best marketers on planet Earth, affiliates are the best marketers. They're using advertorials, they're using funnels, and that's how they're able to just like make a lot of money, scale products, spend a lot of money on ads, and there's a lot to learn from them. So I started to learn, I started to implement, and I've been using them since 6 years already. Jesus, time flies. So that's a step number 2, right? So number 1 is you reverse engineer. Number 2, you create these angles. You start thinking how you can position this product differently. Again, that can come from different advertorials. So the more you swipe, the more you understand, how many different ways there are to sell products. And so you'll have a lot of different ideas on what kind of advertorials you can test. So step number 3 would be the angle testing, right? So not every one of these angles will work. Just like understand that. And if one angle doesn't work, all you have to do is just an angle, and you test different angles until you find the one that is cracking, the one that you are profitable. Pretty much, usually it's like from day one. If you find a good angle, if you find a good advertorial, if you have a good funnel, it's usually profitable from day one. And if it's not profitable from day one, then you have to analyze the metrics and you have to realize why that drop off is happening, why you're not profitable. So I would recommend, so for testing purposes, like $300, $500 a day. So this is not for people that are just like starting out. This is for people who already have a business, just want to make that business more profitable and want to scale it, right? So $300, $500 a day is a good starting point. Test $300 a day per angle and look at the metrics: click-through rate, conversion rate, AOV, cost per click link. Then you analyze drop-offs at each stage of the advertorial funnel, because people will need to click on more than one link. So this is initial pre-sale page for Blissy. This brand is doing pretty well. Let me see here. They've been around for about 5-6 years now. Look at this. Boom, right? Just like started here with this particular page, with this particular domain. Boom, 300,000 visitors per month. 300,000 visitors per month, scaling up very nicely. 3 ways my pillowcase was ruining my sleep and aging my appearance. and what I use instead, right? So advertorial, there is some story about the person, benefits of the product, additional benefits of the product, and then some copy here, some social proof, some testimonials, special offer, 55% off. You can see the price is not even disclosed here. How much this product costs? I have to actually go click on this link, and then I'll see another pre-sale, right? So now, as you start testing these advertorials, you'll monitor the drop off. So ideally, we're aiming for at least 30%, 30% kind of like movement from this first page to the second one. So from here, 30% of people should land here, right? Then from this page, ideally 30% or 50, even like 50% should proceed to the order form where people can actually see the price, they can fill their information, and they can buy the product. So they'll only see the price here after being pre-sold on the product with these two different pages. That's the difference. Once you start thinking this way, once you start thinking how you can build the trust, how you can build desire for the product before people even see the price, everything will change for you and your business. So this business has been around for like 5 years. They generated, I'm pretty sure they generated over 100 million in sales. They do multiple 8 figures a year. So this is something like, I mean, kind of like working for them, right? Like if it wouldn't be working, like they wouldn't do it. So that's the analysis, right? So you have to analyze the data once you have the initial stats. You can use platforms like Funnelish to build these funnels. You can use ClickFunnels. You can use, if you're more advanced, you can more money, I would recommend check out Champ. There's a few different platforms that you can utilize to get these funnels actually built. If you're just starting out, like if you're on Shopify, you don't want to get into funnels yet, you can at least, as a minimum, start with landing page builders. Start with like, for example, Gem Pages. You can start with Pagefly. You can start with Raplo. So they will allow you to build pages that look along these lines, like 5 reasons. They'll build. You'll be able to build pages like this. You'll be able to build pages like this, right? Like very simple pages, and it will be directly on Shopify, so you don't have to kind of like learn any new technology. This will be like kind of a good starting to just get into it. But then eventually, platforms like Checkout Champ allow you to have a lot more flexibility with checkout, with upsells, to maximize your average order value and conversion rate even farther. Now, I want to make sure that everything makes sense so far. Drop your questions. It was not showing on YouTube. Was not showing. Let me know if so that was not showing. Okay. I'll do a separate, like, I'll do how can you say a Tesla is a garbage of a car? Yeah, it doesn't have an engine, right? So it's like, I don't know. Like I don't like Teslas personally. Yeah, probably some people will not like it, but that's what I believe. So you guys drop any questions you have, right? So I have a bit to go here. Like there's still some good stuff to share with you, and then I'll be answering your questions to make sure everything is covered. If you cannot see this presentation on YouTube, please join on Instagram. I think on Instagram it was displaying properly. YouTube is couple second delay. Okay, so everything is visible. I'll switch back to the presentation. I just want to make sure everything is clear so far. And I will send you the presentation. I see some people asking for the presentation. All you have to do, just DM me on Instagram. DM me Lender on Instagram. DM me Lender. And I'll send you this presentation. I'll send you some good stuff. I'll send you tutorials. I'll send you cheat sheets. I'll send you swipe files. So you can start building. Like, I want to get more people into advertorials. Like, that's in your best interest. To make more money. Unless you don't like making money. I mean, some people probably don't like making money. So if you don't want to make more money, you probably should just leave. Unless you like my jokes. But my jokes are like kind of average. I'm still working on that. If that's, yeah. All right. So didn't if you have emailed me for the document, didn't receive the document, I'll make sure I'll check all of my DMs. It's not automated. It should be like I'll send it manually. So yeah, just DM me. The most important thing, we connect on Instagram, and then I'll send you. And if I don't send you, just like bug me. Hey Alex, you promised. Hey Alex, you promised. Just bug me like every day, 3 times a day, and, and I promise I'll respond. So, okay, switch back to the presentation. Again, this presentation is for people who want to make more money, right? If that's not you, too bad. Too bad. All right. So when analyzing the data from the advertorials, you want to ask yourself, what is the biggest constraint, right? Like on which page the biggest drop off is happening and how I can fix it. And again, from the first step of the funnel to the second, you should have about 30% or higher. If you have higher, phenomenal. But if you only have 10% of people that are moving from the first page to the second page of your funnel after advertorial, like it means something has to change there. Maybe headline is not exciting. Maybe there is not enough social proof. Maybe the story is not exciting, right? But now you know exactly what you have to fix, right? Like now you kind of like, you come to the doctor office and the doctor is like, is it hurting here? Is it hurting here? Is it hurting here? Oh, fuck, here it hurts like so much. Okay, so now we diagnose the problem, right? Now we know exactly what to focus on. So you want to diagnose the problem, and then you can focus on the solution for that specific problem. And then the step number 4 in this process, right? So you're testing all of these variables, you test different advertorials, you test different landing pages for your product. Step number 4 is adjust and scale. Treat every test you make as an experiment. You're buying data, not failing. It's like, oh, I tested 2 advertorials. Advertorials didn't work for me. Like, advertorials don't work. Shame on you, Alex. Shame on you for recommending advertorials. They're not working for me. They're not working. I mean, if advertorials are working for niches like wallets, it's not even like a massive problem-solving product. It doesn't solve like a massive problem for people. It's still working for wallets. Then maybe, just maybe, it will work for you as well, right? So ideally, right, obviously you would be in a niche where you have a real problem-solving product. And if you're selling apparel, it's like selling apparel is like driving a Tesla. It's kind of like, it makes no sense. So don't sell apparel and don't drive Tesla. These are 2 rules, I think. Two rules for like just sleeping well at night. So I'll probably piss some people off, but it's okay. You know, nothing great ever comes without sacrifice, right? So if you drive Tesla and you enjoy it. But I mean, ideally, you wouldn't drive Tesla. It's too bad. Like, anyways, so once you're testing all of these like different formats for advertorials, like just treat it as a test. You test this format. You test like 5 reasons why, 6 reasons why. You test story format, modeling some of these advertorials that I shared with you. You will see that some of them are working better than others. Some converted like 3%, some converted at 1%. So the kind of logical thing to do is to double down on the ones that convert better and improve it even farther, right? So what you would have is, you would have the advertorial. And so now you can install tools like Microsoft Clarity, so you can observe the video session recordings. You can also monitor the heat maps on your lander, on your advertorial, and you can see where people are clicking, how much people are scrolling. So maybe you have to move certain things around on the advertorial to have people more engaged, right? Maybe you have to move the social proof higher on the advertorial based on the behavior of people, right? So you kind of like analyze all of that data, both quantitative, which is numbers. Okay, what percentage of people are transitioning from the first page to the second? That will be number. It's like 32% of people moving to the second page. Okay, cool. But what is a qualitative data. What is the actual behavior of people on that page? So once you start analyzing, you'll see, okay, people click on this fucking thing here, like they expect there is a button, and there's no button. And there's no button. And we did so many of these mistakes where, we kind of like would have highlighted link that looks like highlighted link that would go nowhere, right? And people would start clicking on it and trying to go there, and there's nothing there. And so that's what data will show you. So you analyze all the data, you're treating everything as a test, because every test is one step closer to a winning angle that can make you 7 figures. Like we've had some advertorials that we have sent, like we probably spent like good $6-7 million sending traffic to just like one advertorial, and we have done so many of them. Like this thing can change your life. It can change your business. So if you're testing that, only 2 situations will happen, right? Number 1 is current angle wins and current advertorial wins, and you just like keep scaling, keep sending more traffic to it. And if it's not, if current angles lose, figure out why something is not working. Find a lesson and avoid making the same mistake twice on your next test, or else, you will not, you haven't learned from that experience. So now, please DM me Lander on Instagram. I think my Instagram should be on screen. Is it on screen? No, not on screen. Let me put it on screen. Put it on screen. This is my Instagram here on screen. I'll send you this whole document. I'll send you swipe file. I'll send you tutorials. I'll send you a lot of good stuff. So if you just follow that through, then you'll be able to crack it. And I'm here, on Instagram. If you have specific questions, I'll be there to give you feedback, to help you out. Tommy Lee Bastian, I'll be answering questions right now, and we have a tremendous question from Tommy Lee Bastian. What a name. Tremendous name. Phenomenal name. Tommy Lee Bastian. What is the format that hits the most? Storytelling, X reasons why, and articles or articles about new technology. I love this. Articles about new technology is called disruptor. So kind of like disruptor angle. And so this one is I mean, all of them are great and all of them can work. So what I would recommend is just find the best reference points, find the best brands that they're advertising with all of these different angles, like whether it's storytelling. For storytelling, like if you have like reviews from your customers, and if you've been in business for some time, you probably have some reviews. Craft stories around those reviews. Craft stories about those reviews, like about the person that changed their life with your product and exactly what was their experience, what was their transformation. X reasons why. These are like probably the easiest ones to put together. So it's a good starting point. Like 5 reasons why, 7 reasons why, 9 reasons why. There's so many reasons why people can buy your product. And each one of those reasons would be a benefit of your product or the objection that people have, right? So for example, people like, oh, it's like I'm buying this product, but I'm not sure if it will work for me if I'm like 73 years old. So now that could become a reason, one of the reasons why people should buy your product. You would say, this product works from 50 to 95 years old for people like from 50 to 52 to 93 years old, right? Like based on the customers that you had. So now each one of those objections that you have from the reviews, from the comments, like sometimes people would comment like, oh, I'm like, I'm a man, right? And this is like a product for women. Like, will this still work for me? You answered it, right? Like maybe there's a portion of your customers that are men that want to buy the product that's originally was designed for women. And now you just opened another like segment of your market. And now you can target men on Facebook, right? And you can have dedicated advertorials specifically for men. So looking at those and kind of like just constantly watching the comments, watching your support tickets that you get, like people asking questions about your product, will give you idea on what other things you have to address in your advertorial to make it convert better. So to answer your question, Tommy Lee Bastian, phenomenal. So I would test all 3 of these formats. In my experience, usually kind of like disruptors, like because we are advertising in competitive markets, so usually like disruptive. Why this product is like so much better than anything else, and then we discredit other solutions to that problem. And then storytelling is also performing phenomenally. If it's appealing, it has to be appealing, and the language in that storytelling has to be the language that your customers use. So if I'm like in my 30s, I'm a man, and I'm selling the product to women that are like 60 plus, I don't know what problems they have. I cannot speak their language. I barely even speak fucking English. And so if I don't know, like, I have to do the research to understand why, what language they use, how they explain their problem, right? You go on Amazon, you go through your reviews, and you see the language they use. You see the language, you see other solutions. Oh, I've tried this cream and this cream and this cream, and I tried this serum, and then like nothing worked until I tried this product. Okay, so now you have like better context in terms of what language you can use to sell your product. So the language is by far the most important, like the copy, like copy, that's the most important. But the beauty of that is that you don't have to, like, I'm not a good like copywriter, like I'm not native English speaker, but I can use ChatGPT. We have clients from Europe in our program, e-commerce scaling secrets, that are doing millions of dollars per month, and they're selling products in countries where they're like not even like native speakers. Like, for example, they would be from like Netherlands, and they would sell in German market. They don't even speak German. They use ChatGPT. They use some local translators that they hire to just like fix it up and correct it using AI, using ChatGPT, using other platforms like Claude, which is phenomenal also in writing copy. You'll be able to pretty much rewrite the successful advertorials. That's what everyone is doing. Like, people just rewriting what's working. Like, this is the easiest step to get started. Let me know if that makes sense, Tommy Lee Bastian. I would just test all three of these formats and then just double down on the one that's working the best for you. Can you send me the document? For me to send you the document, please just DM me. I wish I could just attach it here, like as a PDF or something. Just DM me on Instagram, Alex Faratov, 3F at the end. Don't just confuse. Like, don't message some other. That's my only Instagram profile, and that's the only one. Like, don't message someone. It's like someone's like, oh, it's like, don't misspell it. Don't misspell it, please. That's how it is. You can make a screenshot. That's how my name is pronounced. I know my name is difficult. I have to shorten my name. Maybe I'll be like just Alex, right? I wish I could have that Instagram handle. Don't misspell my name, please, because then you'll message some wrong people. They'll be like, oh, it's like don't do that. So yeah, that's here. Can you send me a document? Okay. Labid Islam, thank you so much for the comment. Alex, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Labid, for commenting, please. What do you use for building landing pages, advertorials, product pages, ClickFunnels? What payment process do you use? Shopify or different? So the easy kind of like solution is to use either ClickFunnels or Funnelish. It's a good starting point. Using that, you can scale to like a few $100,000 a month, even like million a month, few million a month, like no problem. The more sophisticated solutions are Checkout Champ, right? So that one would probably require a developer or someone to work with you to build those pages. It's a bit more sophisticated solution. It has the whole CRM integrated into it, which is phenomenal. But as a starting point, you would use Funnelish or ClickFunnels. Or if you just want to stick with Shopify, you would just use these landing page builders like Replo, Gem Pages, Pagefly. These are probably the three best ones. There's also Zipify landing page builder, but I have not used that personally, so I cannot vouch for it. But Pagefly, Gem Pages, and Replo, those are the good ones to start with if you want to stick with Shopify. And in terms of the payment processing, if you use Funnelish, you can use Stripe, no problem. Shopify will only work if you're using landing page builder that directly integrates with Shopify. And those are, again, Gem Pages, Pagefly, and Replo. Those are the good ones. All right. Okay. Okay, YouTube was fine. I'm glad. I'm glad it was showing up. Um, all right. Labid Islam, another great question. What do you use to create VSLs? Are there any resources other than hiring an editor? Yeah, I mean, it's either if you want to edit VSL, then yeah, you need an editor, or you want to be editing those videos yourself. If you're good with video editing, you can absolutely do it yourself. I'm personally not very good with video editing, so we have full-time video editors on our team that are editing VSLs. So yeah, there's like no shortcut, unfortunately. Maybe there will be like some AI tool that kind of like can edit VSLs like automatically for you, like using technology. But I don't think there's any solution on the market as of right now. Quick question: how do you scale back to stabilize profitability? Take One Bite food review. Take One Bite. Very good name. How do you scale back to stabilize profitability? Just spend less money on ads. If that's your objective to stabilize profitability, just spend less on ads. I think this one is pretty straightforward. I don't know if maybe there's some more context to this. Boba. Oh, Boba. Great question. If you crack a winning advertorial, would you recommend turning it into pre-sell VSL? Yeah. Once you find like a good advertorial, you can certainly just, okay, what is the angle here, and then you can turn it into like pre-sell VSL. Personally, like, we've had the most success with just like text VSLs. I know there's a lot of affiliates that are using pre-sell VSLs, but literally it's like the script in that case would be very easy. You just turn it into like video format. If you have someone who can be like a spokesperson, like maybe you have like a doctor, or you have some person that presents well and looks good on camera, then you can 100% turn it into pre-sell VSL. In our experience, we've had the best results with just like text sales letters, text advertorials. So that has been working the best for us, but you can 100% can. And for that, what I would do is kind of like to see how it could be done. The best reference point for that and the best examples you'll find on ClickBank. Just sign up for ClickBank as an affiliate, get access to all of their best offers that are performing very well, that are spending a lot on ads, that are driving a lot of sales, and just model those. Like, you will learn a lot. You will learn so much from watching those like VSLs from ClickBank. Like, it's the best marketing educate. You can go to university for 5 fucking years, or you can just watch successful VSLs and learn that in like few months from ClickBank. ClickBank marketers are just many claims though, right? So you always want to make sure that you're like kind of like on the compliance side if you're running compliant business and building a brand. So obviously all of the claims that they're promising there, then it's you just want to kind of like adjust it. You don't want to make it like too aggressive, because then you'll have issues with bandana accounts and stuff like that. All right, so we have a question here. That's another good question. Do you have any tools to generate AI B-roll or ripped TikTok videos for B-roll? Yeah, B-roll is an important part. Like, so that's more like on the VSL side. And I think I'll do another call, like live call specifically on VSLs, and how to structure that process. The best thing that you can do is, like, I don't recommend ripping other people's stuff, but if you're like low on budget, I mean, that's kind of the risk. That if you want to take that risk, it's up to you. But it's like, ideally you would have your own creators. So what we do is we're sending our creators, like, we find creators on backstage.com, 700,000 actors, like massive database. You have older creators, younger creators, like you have so many different people that you can just ask to create content for you, to cost you like $100, $150, $200 maybe. So they will record the VSL. They will record the VSL, like the body of the ad. They can record like 10 different hooks, and they will also record the B-roll. You just have to give them very precise instructions on what to have in that b-roll. Okay, have a piece of like b-roll where you're sitting on a bed and you're like, and you look very frustrated or very tired. It's like, oh, I'm sitting here. Have another piece of b-roll where you're happy in front of the like laptop. It's like very smiling and happy, right? So another piece of b-roll. Have a piece of b-roll where you actually take the product and eating it. For example, that's like a supplement. It's like, and like very happy face. So you send them instructions on how to do that b-roll. You have to just be very, very explicit in your directions and exactly what kind of b-roll you need. But then once you have it, then you have different pieces of b-roll that you can repurpose for future videos. And besides that, you can also use stock content. There's platforms like Pexels, Pixabay. You can buy some from Shutterstock, especially if you need like animations and stuff like that, to fill your VSL with other pieces of b-roll that you currently don't have. So some of these tools are free. Shutterstock is not free; like you have to pay per piece of content. I think it's like $50 or $100. But if that's what kind of your bottleneck right now, and you don't have that own content yet, that could be a good kind of like way to get that content sourced. How we can get another Stripe account if mine got blocked? It's a good question. There's some alternatives to Stripe. If you can just DM me on Instagram, I'll send you some potential solutions. I'll send you some potential solutions for this. Obviously you can create Stripe accounts with someone else as a signer. But then even when you have them, Stripe usually is very it's very sensitive to chargeback. So you want to maintain your chargebacks on Stripe ideally under 0.500, basically half of the percent. That's what you want to maintain. So if it inflates over 0.5, they can put you in high risk category and they can shut your account down. So kind of like having good customer experience, fast support, good quality products is essential to keep it for a long time. Oh, we have even like Andrew Tate joining us today. Tate Live. How do you split test landing pages? Thank you for joining, Andrew. How do you split test landing pages? Do you duplicate the winning ads in the CBO and then add another destination link, or would you put minimum spent on the duplicate? Yeah, I like to test them like separately through like different campaign and just drive traffic there. The only problem there is, let's say if you have your ads that already have, let's say, hundreds or thousands of likes, comments, and stuff like that, and then you just duplicate those ads and you just put another like URL, all of those ads will be at a disadvantage because they don't have all of that social proof on them, right? So the test might not be like 100% valid. So that's the only kind of like bottleneck in that process. But ideally, and there's some other solutions like IntelliGems, for example. That's like if you're using Shopify, for example, I think IntelliGems allows you to split test different landing pages. There's other ones like convert.com, I believe, where you can just send 50% of traffic to this landing page, 50% to this landing page, and that will allow you to just get data on which lander converts better for yourself. How important are reviews and 5 stars on your product page? I have a small new store which has no reviews, and I'm afraid that this will lower my conversion rate. It's pretty important. Social proof is very important, and specifically, I think there was a study done on you need like at least, I think, 100 reviews for your product. That dramatically increases the conversion rate. So that's something that ideally, like if you have people buying from you, just give them like a free product or give them discount to the next purchase if they leave you a review. So just ask them for that. You can use Loox to send specific campaigns or other apps that have the reviews to accumulate that initial momentum, those initial 100 reviews. Ideally 100 reviews or more. Okay, so how to proceed if Stripe blacklisted me. I used the bad proxy, but realized too late. Yeah, just like open another one, or use alternative ones like checkout.com. There's one called Reach. Like if you DM me on Instagram, I will send you. If you DM me on Instagram, I will send you the kind of like some options for payment processing. Besides the Stripe, right? Stripe is very kind of sensitive to chargebacks. Again, like it's not the best option, especially if you're still like drop shipping and sending products from China. That they don't like that model. All right, so I guess my question is, how do you scale back Meta ads without losing the targeting? I mean, you don't lose the targeting, you just lose place in the auction. And you lose your like competitiveness. Like if someone is bidding higher, then you probably will lose some momentum. But I mean, if you're not profitable, like probably you have to make some adjustments. And that's kind of like a necessary measure. So yeah, just spend less on ads. You'll lose some auctions. You will be kind of like lower in the rankings of advertisers, because Facebook likes people who spend a lot of money. Facebook doesn't like people that spend $10 a day, unfortunately, because they have all these big advertisers, and the more you spend, the more they kind of like, okay, so these people are serious. They want to spend some good money. Let's give them more auctions. Let's help them to win. Have another. What is the best supplier platform starting out? Zendrop. I love Zendrop. So yeah, that's probably the one that I would use. There's some other ones like CJ Dropshipping that it's also decent. So I would start with one of these two. And yeah, if you like, again, like if you need like agents, or if you need some recommendations, please this is my Instagram. Like, first, the resources from this live, if you're planning to utilize Advertorials and just scale up using some good landing pages and Advertorials, and basically if you want to make more money, if you don't want to if you don't want to make more money, like still DM me. Let's connect on Instagram. Ideally, I want to help people that want to make more money. That's my objective for these calls. All right. He needs help with the German market, specifically for Facebook campaign focused on men jewelry. Would it better to use catalog or regular ads? How many variations should be? I would use both. Catalog and regular ads. If you have like, I don't know, 50 variations of your product, probably you can use catalog. I know catalogs are working very, very well for apparel. God bless those people in the apparel industry. Wishing you all the best with 30% return rates. Like, yeah, I would test both formats, and I would identify the one that works the best. The beauty about like jewelry specifically is that jewelry, oftentimes you can sell just with image ads, so the sales process is a lot easier. And there's a lot of tools like Midjourney. There's like AI image kind of like editing tools that you can use to create variations of the images, many variations, like with different background. Let's say you have like a piece of jewelry. Let's say I have a ring, and I want to have this ring with 10 different backgrounds. If I want to have it with 10 different backgrounds, I can create it using all of these like AI tools. Like it's pretty cool, actually. And so I don't have to do like a photo shoot every time that I want to test like some new images. So AI is pretty good for images. I would highly recommend just do some research. Midjourney is pretty good. There's some other ones, like you can just do the research, or just DM me on Instagram. Maybe our team will share some good ideas with you. Christoph, another part of the question, including an ad set. If I exclude, for example, 2 graphics and add 2 new ones, will the algorithm start learning from scratch again? If, for example, if you're having some ads that are underperforming, just pause those ads. Like, you don't have to. Yeah, algorithm. I'm not worried about algorithm. I'm worried about product market fit. I'm worried about like whether my product is something that people actually want to buy. Like all of this like learning kind of like process, it's algorithm restarts like every day at 12 a.m. Like so it's like every day it's learns from scratch anyway. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about whether your creative is resonating with the market. Because if it's resonating with the market, it's like even if you add some new ads to it, but they're really fucking good and people like to click on them and buy your product, like then that's the only thing that matters. Hey Fetty. Oh, Freddy. Freddy. um, Lanky009. Beautiful name. Better than mine. So so I'm getting ads rejected simple home decor light product. That's crazy. Home decor light product. Wow. Video is just Video is just clips of the product on the table. Even agency accounts are rejecting them. Have tried 2 light products, no policies broken. This is crazy. Maybe your domain is flagged. Maybe you sold something like something that was not compliant previously on this particular domain. Maybe you have to verify your domain. Maybe you have to verify your domain. Maybe you have to run some engagement ads on your page. Like something is causing that rejection because it should not be, or you're using some trademarked words. So that could also be the case, or some brand names. So that's what I would pay attention to. But that shouldn't be a problem. Like it just requires like identifying what that bottleneck is. Either it's domain, page, ad account, maybe profile that you're advertising from that had a lot of banned assets in the past that is attached to that agency account. So I would just, kind of like start excluding one part at a time. Okay, so domain verified. Okay, so now, okay, it's not domain then, right? If you start like the page, okay, I'm advertising from a different page, they're still getting rejected. Okay, so it's like it's not a page. Okay, maybe it's profile, right? So it's kind of like you're going like step by step and trying to identify what the bottleneck is. And once you find it, like you'll be able to. This is very white hat niche, like very clean. So you shouldn't have problem with that at all. What are your top 3 payment processors for scaling 100K to 1 million? Checkout.com. I like Maverick. We still use Stripe. We're running like clean business, so we have no problems with that. But for a lot of people, especially if you're shipping from China, Stripe can give you like a lot of headaches. But yeah, Maverick. There's so many. Like if you just DM me on Instagram, I'll share with you some resources specifically on payment processing, some alternative ways, so you don't you're not stuck with Stripe, for example. Okay. All right. So, oh wow, it has. So I was just answering questions from YouTube, and I see on Instagram there's some great questions as well. But in terms of advertorial and funnel styling, wouldn't it be different for US than for EU? I would just model what's working in US for EU market. Like, yeah, I would just model. I have seen many times with our clients. We're not heavily like pushing in Europe specifically, but like I have seen with our clients that are doing millions of dollars per month, and they basically just operating with the same. They're operating with the same like advertorials formats, like VSLs. They're just modeling from US market, and they're absolutely crushing it in Europe. So I would just use the same format. So I hope that answers your question. I have to wrap up. This call was so good, like fucking tremendous questions. But I have these resources. If you haven't DM'd me, Lander, DM me Lander on Instagram, DM me Lander on Instagram, DM me, and this is my Instagram. Like this is my Instagram here. So yeah, I think the biggest takeaways from this call is like, don't sell closing and don't drive Tesla. As long as you do those two things, your business will prosper. Your business will absolutely prosper. So, um, yeah, and use Advertorials. So please DM me Lander on Instagram. So I send you these resources from this call. I'll send you this like presentation from today, and I would love to hear from you if there's any things that I can help you with, any challenges in your business. I'll send you some resources. I'll send you some KPI sheet. I have so many of them. I drive Tesla. I drive Tesla. No, it's enjoy. I'm just kidding. It's a good car. It's a good car, but it's like it's just pain in the ass to charge it. Like, and yeah, like, God bless Tesla. God bless Elon Musk. I really love the guy. So yeah, why not closing? I'll just answer this one because I think this one is important. Like closing, it has like so many variables. Unless you're like very passionate about closing and you can bring something to the market, like closing has like 20, 30, 40. I know some people that are selling closing that have 50% return rates. So all of that adds like tremendous complexity to the business. You have to innovate your product lines every season, like winter products, summer products, spring products, like all of these like different product lines that you have to always test. And if you want to move it to the brand, like if you're drop shipping from China, like apparel, clothing, and you're still profitable, just um keep doing that. But if it's um uh, yeah, shit, yeah, right. I love you, Lou. So apparel is just harder, right? It's just like more variables, and I like simpler business where you solve a specific problem for a specific person. It's as little amount of variables, a little amount of like products as possible, so that it's easier on inventory. Because as you start scaling up and you want to improve like experience for your customers, you just would need to buy inventory. And when you buy inventory, let's say I have a t-shirt and I have 5 different I have like, let's say, t-shirt and it has 5 different colors, but also for each one of those colors I have 5 different sizes. So now I have 25 different SKUs for my product. So let's say I want to buy 1000 t-shirts for each one of those SKUs. So now I have to buy 25,000, like just like products. Like I have to take those products, I have to ship those products, I have to coordinate the returns for those products, which are like very high. So unless you're super passionate about apparel, like, and you want to do it, like, just go for it. But I personally um not a big fan of apparel. I think it's just like a lot harder to crack than other, especially turning into a brand. Like if you're drop shipping and it's like doesn't have a lot of complexity, people buy the product, you ship the product, you don't even touch the product, that's fine. But when it comes to like buying inventory, it just like too many variables. Um, all right. Ooh, Christoph, thank you so much. I listen to them most often at work in the factory, and I'm going to fight with the help of your knowledge for a better tomorrow. Christoph, my man, I somehow managed to do it. Get out of the factory. I think you're in Poland, so I worked on a factory in Poland. Which is, what a coincidence, man. And if I did it, you can do it as well, man. Like just go for it. It won't be instantaneous. It took me fucking years to crack this game. But as long as you're committed to it, like, and you're wishing better life for yourself, for your family, you'll get there. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for listening, Christoph. Thank you so much, my man. I will wrap it off. I would do it. I would do it for hours, but I have some other things I have to do, like kind of running business like takes you have to do some things, right? It's not just like sitting on the beach and like drinking pina coladas. So I have to do some stuff here. And thank you so much. I mean, the phenomenal questions, phenomenal call. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I love you. And you just send me DM me lender. So this is it. This is like the keys to the castle. The keys to the castles are here. DM me. I'll send you some good resources. Lender, DM me lender specifically for resources from this call. But then, if you have any other questions, please just send me on Instagram, and I'll help you out with some advice, with some resources, tutorials, cheat sheets, SOPs, and we'll crack it. Together, we'll crack it. And yeah, let's make more money. Let's keep building. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Been phenomenal.